Professors, I have the brand new 2025-2026 Hogwarts planner from Conquest Journal and academic agenda for students or anyone else alike to show you. But I also have a few other things, because what is a teacher planner without a bag? Maybe you want this one. Maybe you want this one. I don't know, maybe you want this one. Oh, okay. Maybe you want this one. I don't know. Stick around with me and let's find out.
Maybe there's a version of me left that doesn't feel afraid of what comes next.
Welcome back, friends. If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Arlene with Arlene & Company. I agenda from Conquest Journal that they so graciously sent my way to review. You guys know how much I love them. I also have a discount code. That discount code is Arlene10. That'll give you 10% off their shop. I am going to get into all the nitty-gritties and the differences with last year, this year, all that jazz. I'll include a mini pen test at the end because I did a full one last year. But just so you can see how if well this performed, this 120 GSM paper is fabulous. I love this. Let me look at it. I kept the flap on just so you guys can see how it looks. And the student planner has some changes. It's fantastic. So it's actually an academic agenda, but because you can use it even if you're not a student. I have some bags to show you. I want to show you the bags first because you may still be in time when you see this to order and still get these items for Teacher Appreciation Week. So whether you are a classroom teacher or a homeschooler like I am, or just a parent and looking for some unique things to gift your favorite teacher. And even if we, as homeschoolers, we outsource some things. I know that there's a couple of teachers that we have in our lives, especially like our piano teachers, we would love to send something cool to it. So this one in particular, now on the website, this one is sold out. So I'm going to try to see if it's still available on Amazon, and I'll link that down below if it is. But I'm going to show you just in case. This is, oh, there we go, Hogwarts tote bag, and this has a, look how beautiful that is inside. It has a laptop sleeve. So I use these bags all the time, whether library, bookstore, grocery shopping. You see me with all the time. So I have two that are brand new to me. This one I did not have, so she went ahead and sent me the ones that I was missing. I love Shelly so much. She feeds my addiction. Anyways, it has a laptop sleeve or iPad, whatever you like to use, right in there, so it's nice and cushioned. But do I still have, where's my wand? Wand, where are you? One, I think it's my favorite, or my new favorite. The Potions label tote bag, and this is my two new ones that I got. Look at this. And they're super heavy duty. This one has a snap enclosure. And look at it inside. It's like I overstuff these like no other. And inside here, and I wish I knew where my wand was. You can go ahead and put your wand. I love that. So it's just like those little touches, and it has a little pocket as well. So it's not just a loose tote bag. The straps, nice and sturdy. The minute it came out, I was like, yes, let the wild rumpus start. Now you've seen me take this to like Sprouts, Whole Foods, all kinds of stuff. Also Snap and Pressure, but look, isn't this the cutest? Look at the inside. Also has a pocket. It also has the wand loop. Love that. And these are super an awesome teacher gift. This one, like, so if you're not sure that they're into Harry Potter or something, this one, awesome. Okay, and this is the first tote bag they did, I want to say, but the minute they made this one, I was like, yes. Look at this one. So it says right here, herbology. So cute. And inside, my favorite colors. Just absolutely love it. Also has a pocket, and there is your wand loop. So I think these make an awesome pairing. I wanted to show you these because like you have to grab a bag with your planner, but the other ones are still available on the site. Okay, now let's show you the planners. And so let's take a closer look. I have it open right now just to avoid the current ones that we've been using for the 2024 and 2025 school year. This is the student planner. I have a full video on that if you're just interested in seeing what the differences are. But I'm really excited about the updates on the student planner especially. And then this is my current teacher planner from Conquest Journal as well, which has been used as my lesson planner every single week. I have stuck with the planner all year long. That doesn't happen, friends. It normally does not happen because I get bored or whatever, but it's just so fun to use. So I do have, like you see, my school nest that I use as my scatter book and stuff like that, but this is the one I use as my lesson planner. So let's take a look at the teacher planner first, and then we'll go into the changes with the student agenda. There will be timestamps down below. I'm holding it up just to avoid the glare for a second. So you have a 12-month weekly teacher planner. It has 14 checklists, contact pages, monthly, weekly spreads, all the jazz, 4 sticker sheets. I do have a discount code. You can use my code Arlene10. That will give you 10% off anything in their shop. Their prices are already amazing. I do apologize if I sound a little short of breath. I do have a cardiac condition, and sometimes when I talk a lot, it kind of just flares up. So thank you for bearing with me. It's a different design. I loved it last year or this current year. You can see that you have the gold coil that matches the cover here. And now we have like this rose gold. Yeah, I want to call it. Yeah, it is definitely rose gold to me. But the details, like in the deep purple, which I was really digging in, even though I'm not a purple person, I just always love their designs. You couldn't see as much detail as you can see in this background. I just want to bring that up close to you so you can see that. It's absolutely stunning. And then look at it in the back. I always leave this flap on until I do the flip through with you guys, just so you can see how it comes. It actually comes with way more wrapping than this. But look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I love it. And this was the back of the current year. I love this. I want this like every year. I did a pen test last year. I will go ahead and do a quick one at the end of this. We will go over the student planner in just a second. So in the interior cover, one of the things you'll notice is the 2025-2026 details, and I love how you just have like a quick little reference. One of the first things I noticed is that the weekly planner, and I have a video and I'll link that down below, the weekly planner got an upgrade in the ruler. It used to be like a solid black ruler, and they changed it to, and I want to say it's pretty similar. I would have to go grab my weekly planner, but it is frosted background, has the nice little Hogwarts logo on it. It's so pretty. And they went ahead and upgraded it in the teacher planner too, because in my current planner, it's just a frosted. Anyways, you have the nameplate page here with the Hogwarts, your school name. So if you're watching this as a homeschooler or as a fellow homeschooler, I will talk to you about how I reinterpret certain pages. This obviously is created with a classroom teacher in mind. Next page, you'll have the contacts, marking periods. So you have for 6 periods here, beginning and end, report cards due and notes, classroom resource and websites. I believe in some of these pages I cannot show you because it has some personal details, easily covering the school name. So I have my school calendar actually pasted over this page. Like, you know, sometimes if I just really can't have enough creative juices to really reinterpret a page, I will just paste something on top of it. On this page, you have emergency procedures for, say, location information, your nurse, station, extension, schedule, and such on, fire drill instructions, storm drill instructions. And what I had done is I had whited all this out, and I made this just wanted to quickly break up our year into terms and just put some dates down and how as I was breaking up our blocks, and that's what I did with these pages. And I also listed where I wanted to take for sure breaks, and some travel that I knew back then as well. And there's some missing that I never added after that. Special duties here, other instructions and important procedures, daytime class duties and comments. So a lot of great room for classroom teachers. As you can see, my husband works at a school, and familiar with the culture. So on here you have a password page, but again, it's Hogwarts vibes, so nothing is going to be cool. It's like you see it. And look at the tabs. I just wanted to show you these before I forget. You have witches and wizards, outposts, unfogging the future, daily schedule, sorting seats, checklist, and then you have all your. On here you have the students with special schedules or health instructions. I really love that they have these type of spreads here. I don't see this often in other teacher planners. You guys know that I very routinely had review planners, teacher planners from several brands, so I've seen a lot of them. And I gifted a lot of my extra planners to the classroom teachers that I know from my husband's school. And I love hearing their feedback of what their preferences are and things like that. So that was always a kick for me. This planner I do keep though. I'm sorry, friends. All right, so witches and wizards. This is your student list. So student contact and notes. And you have several of these pages for this tab. And I love the little details at the end of the pages. So these pages are so super thick. Outpost, this is your communication log. Again, fun little twist. And what I did with the witches and wizards is I turned this into my personal PD read check, check off list, just to, not only books, but any extra continuing education thing that I did. And I also did a spread for my nursing, to renew my nursing license, to keep track of it. And I just like looking at that at the same time. So that's what I use these student list pages. And I just put a washi over it and just relabeled it, which I didn't get a chance to do, is before I fill it out with you guys how I set this up. Before I put info in it, right? So on the Outpost pages, I use this as my kiddos' ongoing book list, just to keep a kind of running list and also helping me plan. And again, I just relabeled quick little washi, and then I just made it look like that. And one was independent page, and then I would break it up by semester, like semester 1, semester 2, and then per year you can plan like future things. You have 2 spaces to do these things. So what I did is I broke it up a little bit. This is the 2025 and 2026. So here I just wrote like special type of dates instead of making plans. And I'll show you why. But you have 2 of these spreads, and you have mini calendars up on top. But here you have another set for unfogging the future, overview planning. And this is where I would plot down my blocks. So starting our school year actually starts in August. So I did some pre-planning here. This goes obviously the academic year. I love how this is set up for the academic year. You've seen me review planners in the past that is an academic year setup, but when you come to these pages, it starts January to December, and it drove me mad. I don't understand it. I would always have to relabel them. It's fine. I know it was just, international customers and things like that. So I totally get it. It's just, it drove me personally and my OCD crazy. But I love how it is already set up for July through June. And this is the page where I did my block, or if you're doing units, or if you're a classroom teacher, you have like your own game plan. But these are great pages for that, and just kind of like a quick bullet point to see what direction you're going. And then your daily schedule, I love this. Now things change. I actually can show you that. What I did was like semester 1, semester 2, and I did share this in another format. And as I was planning, I was able to quickly, because I cannot remember all these things, friends, especially if you have multiple kiddos. So I have Bella, Elsie, and this was how I broke up their schedule so that we had more of a block system and they weren't doing too many things at the same time. Now, some of this is outdated. We changed it, but I just wanted to quickly show you. And then on the next spread, it was, kind of corrected where I had here what they were actually doing. Monday through Friday, you have like a slot for like 8 periods or 8 blocks or however you do it. But if you are not a classroom teacher, you can really help you with if you have other older kiddos, if they have classes, co-ops, if you have things that are like, just online class that you need to plot, or if you just want to set up a daily routine, you can use that as that. And I just love the semester, but you could also break it up per child. And if maybe your schedule doesn't change per semester like ours does, so it would stay the same. The sorting seat, I had big ideas for this page and I never really implemented it, never went back to it. I'm going to try again. So sorting seats, chart is class and period, and you have ample space for doing this here. Really love that I have extra pages to basically paste something there that is like a reference or something that I need. What I wanted to do with this page was plot resources per term or per block and use this space as that and kind of just like a map. I never used it for that. I used one of their, and I have one already opened, but I wanted to show you how it comes, one of their stenos, to just like jot down quick notes and kind of plot things out. And I'll show you that because they sent me one of those too, or a few of those actually. So grateful. Then you have the student log and checklist. Historically, what I use this as a homeschooler is I would list out, like, for example, Denison algebra, and I would list out the numbers. Like, let's say it's 100, it's not that many, but let's just say there's 80 lessons. And I would just number them out. Yeah, it's a tedious process, but I love checking boxes off and I love being able to visually see where we are. I didn't use it for that at this time. This is where I would paste some things over, and I had several pages to do that. All right, so we have the student checklist pages with little Mr. Al here in the corner. Love that. And then we have our first dashboard. Their dashboard is amazing. I love the amount of room that I'm given and also dedicated space to do certain things. Most of the time I ignore the word goals because I don't know, I just never write like in that format. Yes, I have goals, but I don't. But I love that is minimalist, but still giving a little bit of direction because I know a lot of teachers appreciate that too, but some of us just will white it out or just ignore it. So here you have notes, you have an open box here, notes on the bottom, dates to remember that you can have like just highlight there in the focus. So here is where I did a lot of pre-planning and future planning for the next month. I would like jot down my resources, anything that I needed to keep an eye on and what a main focus was, which technically is a goal, but I just didn't word it that way. Maybe it's all my years of doing nursing care plans and stuff like that, and I'm just now allergic, as evidenced by the patient will. Anyways, that's another field. But anyways, I would ignore that. Then you have this huge, big 2-page spread for your monthly calendar. Have a lot of going on like we do. I appreciate all the space, love it. And then what's so special about the Hogwarts planners is that you have all of Harry Potter's friends' birthdays and all kinds of quirky holidays and things like that that are fun things like National Ice Cream Day, Parents' Day, Harry Potter's birthday, and then the moment of truth, your weekly spread. They did not change. You have period, class, and notes. I would go ahead and label our subjects here. That's just how I like to do it, but you can do whichever. And then it's vertical. Thank you. I love a vertical teacher planner. I force myself to plan horizontally sometimes when I used other planners, but it was a pain for me. I love this little top border here, and this is usually where I would write reminders of A to Z news for current events and things like that. And then I would also write like appointments, something that would interfere with our schedule. So I would remember as I was plotting these weeks. Of course, it's back here as well, but I can plot that there as well. You have 7 going down, plus this little space here. And again, so you have 7 class periods space here, but you have this little spot here as well. And then obviously the 7 boxes going down, and then on Monday through Friday. Right, so once you finish the last week of the month, then you go into another spread, just as you did before, August. And then you have here your monthly spread. So you have National Senior Citizen Day, Book Lovers Day, Women's Equality, Sisters Day. Love that. I just want to show you the months really quick. And then you do have the past month and the future month here, and then a sidebar here for notes if I failed to mention that. And then here's October. November has quite a bit going on. So here's the December holidays that it does show. So you have Hanukkah, Christmas, and Kwanzaa. And January, Luna Lovegood's birthday. That's when I will mark it. My birthday month. Battle of Hogwarts, love that. National Teacher Appreciation Day. Oh, and I did want to remind you, if you see this on time, you still, if you want to do like a teacher appreciation gift, just double check when you watch this that it's still true. If you order this week, you'll still get there on time for Teacher Appreciation Week. But double check because it depends on when you watch this, if you're still within that time frame. And then after June, you have a couple of note pages, line pages, and then you go into your sticker sheets, and you have a lot of functional stickers this year. So meeting, don't forget, let's bring you in close. You have that gold foiling there. It's very, very pretty. Don't forget important, school assembly, test first day, and important for that spread. Then meeting, no school, same thing again. In service, they have this, yeah, quarter ends, last day, first day, in service, like these. These are some fun ones. Extraordinary, 9 3 platform 9 3/4, dare to be different, wit beyond measure, happy birthday Harry, and I love those because you can use it for like all the birthdays. And then some cute little fun ones here. So let me take you close on these. Just super cute. Like it's just such high quality. Okay, now this folder, I am obsessed with this folder. I want this folder to be like, you know, those standalone folders that I can just use, or maybe make it into a binder. I would buy this in a binder. I just love the color combination there. I know I'm a little obsessed. But as you can see with my current one, which I just bended just now, it fits a full-size paper, and this was super cute too, but like I'm obsessed with this combo. So, and what's fun, it fits it on both sides, not just one side. So this is a brand new planner, so kind of have to like open it up, but then you have here as well, easily fits. And again, I just kind of bent that as I was bringing it over here. And then here's your back cover, their Conquest journal. So pretty, like so ridiculously pretty. I love this planner. I love it. I love it. We'll do a quick pen test at the end. So let's look at the new student planner. This was the one that my son was using this school year, and friends, they match. All right, so this is the cover for this year's teacher planner. So if you love the cover, you can hang on to it with the student agenda. So again, this is a 2025-2026, and you have double wire O binding. Their wire O is just like superior. I don't know how they do it. That is just so well done. This is a horizontal weekly format. You have characters, birthday included, and 2 sticker sheets. And the dimensions are 8.5 by 6.5. So it's a nice compact size for a student, which I love. All right, so you're already familiar with the cover. You have the same 2025-2026 agenda, but look what's different. You have these habit trackers, these magical habit trackers. So use this page to track your monthly routines, color or mark off the boxes, trains and cauldrons as you finish your tasks. I love this. So you put like month of, and then they have different trackers here. You have the previous month and the future month. So cool. I love this added touch. I really, really, really dig it. And my son, my daughter's more of a list person, so she would be the one, and I literally write, and I'll pull out the one that I'm currently have out in a second, and I just list out her assignments. And this is what the style that she prefers. But my son absolutely loves the student planner and has used it now for a few years. How long has it been? I don't know. However long they've been doing the student planners. Here you have the July dashboard, to do, little boxes here, and some line spaces. Little candles on here, expecto patronum. And then you have a space for events, goals, important dates. Have some artwork on the bottom and more line spaces. So plenty of ample room to take notes, and especially if you have an older child that has a lot of things to track. You have a 2-page spread for your monthly layout, and you still have a sidebar here for taking notes. And then you have those same holidays that flow over here as well. You have a horizontal layout. Now, my son has been writing, and it's just like bullet points, right? We're not writing like their full, lesson plan things. This is for your student or you. If it's not designated as this is a student planner. You can use it for any of those, any purpose, as if you like this layout. But this has been always enough space for both kiddos. My daughter used to use this as well, to jot down bullet points of what they have to do. And then here you have a space where you could either jot down some notes, or you can add a sticker, or just make it fun and pretty. He is about paper and pen, and that's all that's all he wants to do with that. And then after you reach the last week, then you have kind of reflection or whatever notes that you want to write on here for the end of the month, and then you go to your next dashboard. And tabs are kind of like an ombre effect of purple hues, just really pretty. And then everything just repeats. So I'll just flip on over. And then once you get to the ends, you have that same note page, and then you have 2 sticker sheets in this planner. So you can see them here. And their stickers are top quality. I have decals for them that have been on cups of ours for years. I have stickers that they're just awesome on every planner I use. I have this one in a decal too that is actually in a cup, one of my cups. Anyways, it's just so, their stuff, if anything else, one, it's beautiful. Their artwork is just stunning. And for reals, I was a long time stalker of their brand. I would like try to track down old styles once I found them, and I found that they had a supernatural planner that I missed. I went and tracked it down in stores. It was the 2019 one, and I wanted to make sure I tracked it down, so I have the entire collection now. It's that bad. All right, so to do break, blank one, so you can write something on yourself. No school, test day, happy birthday, some dots, functional dots, and then it repeats here again. And again, this is the back, and this is wire O binding, so you wouldn't close it from here. I mean, you can. You're gonna get a little bit. Oh, you know what? Normally you can't do that. I'm surprised. Normally you have to close from the middle. Maybe, you know what? Because this is a laminate cover and the other ones are the hard chipboard, that's probably why. Because I'm like, wait, normally you have to, but that worked. Look at that. Absolutely and stunning. You may want to just add this to your order for notes and stuff, and they have so many. I have one already like half filled out, and I have a few of these. This is the steno pad, and this is the quibbler one. And look how pretty this is. I just love it. I love it. It's just so fun to write in, and the paper is just high quality, friends. High quality. Please return to Luna and look good by the end of the term. Thank you. It's just so freaking pretty. I love it. I love it. Oh, and here, if you thought it was just a notepad, it has stickers. It has stickers. Look at these. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm so obsessed. So go ahead and add that with the t-shirt. And your tote bags are super high quality. Like I go grocery shopping with them and I stuff them to the rim and they're great. I go to the store. I go to the library with them and they're fabulous. Let's just show you. These are highly pigmented markers, just so you can see. And these are the OIE markers. I got this from Jet Pens. Just wanted, this is also from Conquest Journal. Isn't this so fun? If you can see that, hopefully. The only problem is I can't remember what I've forgotten. And I've done like a full, like I said, full pen test. I don't want to spend too much time on that to make this excessively long, but I wanted to quickly do that. But you can watch last year and there's a timestamp for the full pen test, and it's the same paper, the 120 GSM. If you color like I do, these are the Lyra Furbies. This just looks great on here. This is just awesome paper. Here is what a lot of you guys like, the Papermint Flare. I could care less about these, to be honest. But it doesn't bleed. It just does beautifully. Here is a really hefty marker. That looks awful. I thought I was trying to make this something pretty, but I guess I was being too quick about it. It looks awful. But it doesn't smear, nothing. Let's look at what it looks like on the other side. Look, friends. So nothing with the highlighters. You can see there's no bleed through, but you can see a little bit of shadowing with that very pigmented EC flare marker. So and that's, you know, like one of the most aggressive type. And that's, again, this paper performs stunningly. I haven't had any issues all year. So incredibly excited about the new school year with Conquest Journal. It's just such a stunning and beautiful work that they do. Go ahead and grab a bag with it, okay? And especially if you're looking for teacher appreciation gifts, if you're looking at this, even as a homeschooler and you outsource a class or whatever, your child attends something and you're looking for gifts, or maybe you just want to gift it to yourself. Nobody celebrates that. Use my discount code Arlene10 to get a discount in their store. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I hope that you find that sunny peace of mind when you travel down to Spain. Leave most of your pain and worries behind.